Hey guys, it's Genevieve here, and in this week's video, I am going to be digitally coloring an inked sketch that I did for Inktober. I did a flip through of all of the sketches and all of the inked illustrations that I did for Inktober, but one thing that I really wanted to do and has kind of turned into a bit of a side project that I'm working on right now is I wanted to digitally color some of the Inktober sketches that I made because, like I've said in previous videos, I was really happy and really pleased with a lot of the illustrations that I did for Inktober, and I thought that quite a few of them would look really good as colored illustrations, and so that's what I'm doing. It's kind of like a side project that I'm going to be working on. I've already done quite a few of them thus far in the past couple days, and I'm really excited to share them with you in coming videos. But one thing that I noticed as I was working on this piece was that as I continued coloring it in and as I continued adding details and fixing things and moving things around, one thing that I noticed is that this piece started looking more and more like a piece that I had seen before, and one that I had not made, to be precise, and I could not figure out why this piece was so familiar to me, and yet I kept thinking to myself, why do I keep thinking this, is something I've seen before? I didn't use any references for this piece, so why do I keep feeling I've seen it before? And as I looked at it more and more, I had a sudden epiphany that this piece right here reminded me of Frida Kahlo and all of, the style that she did all of her artworks in. Now, if you don't know, Frida Kahlo is a very famous and very influential Hispanic painter. She, how can I say this? She basically revolutionized art because she was a phenomenal artist. She created such wonderful pieces, and it was just her themes and her art techniques were great. But she was also influential and revolutionary because she was a woman. And, a lot of female artists weren't very popular around the time when Frida Kahlo was influential, and her presence in the art world just kind of changed things for the better, let's say. So now that we've got that quick introduction out of the way, the reason why I feel like this piece reminds me of something that Frida Kahlo would do is, honestly, I really don't know why it reminds me of a Frida Kahlo piece, but the more I kept coloring it in and the more I kept adding details, and later on when I add the spikes to the vines that wrap around the girl's body, I actually add blood to them, and I think that was probably around the time when I started realizing, this kind of looks like something that Frida Kahlo would do, because in her pieces she had some of her pieces would be very, not gory, but kind of grotesque in a way. She used her art to kind of show people the inner emotional turmoil that was kind of going on inside of her, and kind of as a means to express herself emotionally in a way that she couldn't do in words. And so I think she's just a really magnificent artist, and I kind of think that it's really funny that a piece that had absolutely nothing to do with Frida Kahlo. When I made this sketch, I did not think, okay, I want to do something that's inspired by the work that Frida Kahlo did. It's kind of just something that ended up happening, and I think that it's really funny, to be perfectly honest. That this kind of ended up looking like something that Frida Kahlo would make if she were a digital artist, at least in my opinion. Maybe this doesn't remind you of the work that she does at all, but to me, I look at this and I think it looks like, something that maybe she would have done, or something inspired by her work, I should say. So yeah, I just find that really funny, and overall, I really like how this piece turned out. I love the details. I love, you know, the overall composition. I really like the girl's expression on her face. She just looks so cocky, and I absolutely love it. And, you know, she looks so calm and so confident, and yet, you know, there's like, you can't see it right now in the video, but there's like literally blood like running down her shoulders and like dripping onto her legs from where like the spikes from the vines like pierce her skin. And I'm just really, really pleased with how this piece turned out overall. In the end, I end up adding a couple more details to the background. I add a sun and a moon, and then I make the right side of the page appear to be more like nighttime rather than just the, like, you know, the singular day appearance that it is right now. And I think that added a lot of character to the piece as well. It gave it a lot of dynamic. I also lined up like the night and the day cycle to kind of complement the plants on either side. So on the left side with like kind of the green vines, I made that like the daytime half because I thought that like the kind of reddish orangeness of the sun would complement nicely with the green of the plant. And then on the right side where the sunflower is, I have that be the nighttime because the blues of the moon and the night sky would complement really nicely with the yellow tones that I used for the sunflower. So overall, I think this piece kind of just turned into something that I didn't expect it to turn into, but I am overall very, very pleased with this, with how it developed. Like, I did not expect it to end up like this at all, but I'm really, really pleased that it ended up looking like this, and I'm really, really happy with it. So yeah, that's all I have to say this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel for more content coming every Monday and Thursday. I almost forgot my own schedule. Mondays are vlogs where I upload once a week of just all the shenanigans that go on in my life. And Thursdays are art videos like these. So if you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button. And as always, I will see you all next time. Bye!
It's hopeless. I'm gonna die alone.